everyone, Saki here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a really exciting video because I am going to be comparing 4 different sizes of classic Chanel bags, and they are, hold on, let me get them and try to hold them up for you. The Chanel Mini, the Chanel Classic Small Flap, the Classic Medium Flap, and the Chanel Jumbo. This is a highly requested video, so I hope that you guys enjoy it. Now I'm going to be going over a couple of things, the basics of each bag, including the dimensions and the prices, what I use each bag for, what fits inside each bag, and of course mod shots at the end to compare what they all look like on me. So if you're interested in this video and you love Chanel, please keep watching and please also subscribe to my channel because I do upload videos every single week just like this. Alright, I feel like this video is probably going to be a long one, so let's just get started. So I know that the Chanel Mini is not technically a classic flap, however I do think that it is a huge contender when it comes to comparing the classic flaps. It is very similar in like shape and style, especially in the rectangular Mini, which is the one that I have. So let's start with the dimensions of the bag. So the Mini comes in at 4.7 inches in height, 7.8 inches in width, and 2.3 inches in depth. The small classic flap is 5.7 inches in height, 9 inches in width, and 2.3 inches in depth. The Chanel Classic Medium Flap comes in at 6 inches in height, 10 inches in width, and 2.5 inches in depth. The Jumbo comes in the largest at 7.6 inches in height, 11.7 inches in width, and 3.9 inches in depth. So as you can see, the physical difference is kind of huge, especially if you are comparing the smallest to the largest, but I do think that these 4 sizes are arguably like the most popular sizes, and that is why I wanted to compare all of them today. Now let's just go over the basic structure. So starting with the Mini, there is the CC turn lock in the front, there is a slip pocket in the back, and then when you open it up, there is just one main compartment with one slip pocket in the back and then one zippered compartment in the back as well. And then the chain is actually held on by this little like ring that's attached to a piece of leather on the side, and then the chain slides into these 2 grommets on the top and pulls out just like this. Now for the classic flaps, they're all the same in structure, so I'll just be going over the medium flap for you. So there is the CC turn lock in the front just like the Mini flap, and there's also a back pocket as well. And then when you open it up, there is a small zippered compartment at the top. I feel like for all 3 of these bags, it's just so small that you really can't put anything besides like maybe some papers or a receipt if you need. And then there's this compartment in the back that's created by the inner double flap and the flap on the outside. Generally, I think people don't use this because they are worried about the stitching popping right here, but sometimes I do like to sneak cash in there if I do want like an extra secure place to keep it. Now if you open the double flap, it opens up to a CC logo on the inside with a Chanel stamping right here. And on the inside you can see there is one main compartment and then 2 slip pockets on the sides and then 1 lipstick pocket in the middle, and then there is 1 slip pocket in the front as well. Like I said, all of the classic flaps, the small, medium, large, and even the maxi have the same layout. Alright, next let's talk about prices. So as of 2019, the prices for these 4 bags are $3,500 for the Chanel Mini, $5,000 even for the Chanel Small, $5,600 for the medium flap, and then $6,200 for the jumbo or the large. This one is crazy expensive. Not to mention add tax to all of that. And I forgot to mention, but all these prices are in US dollars. Alright, now we'll move on to probably the most important and useful segment, and that is what fits inside each bag. Alright, so I figured as always we'll just start from largest to smallest. So I'm going to fill up my Chanel Jumbo over here. So as you can see, this thing is freaking huge. So I never actually fill it up to the brim just because I literally can't think of enough things to put in here to fill it up, but I will show you what I can carry. First thing I'll put in there is my wallet. Now I'm just using a compact wallet that I think that can fit in every single one of these bags. I just wanted to show you really quickly too that a full-size wallet does fit very comfortably in here. I mean, this thing is so big that it doesn't even do any damage. Next I have my Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder. Just put that in there. Next I'm going to put my camera lens that I use for taking photos. I have my compact hairbrush thing. I don't normally carry this much makeup with me, but you can fit like a makeup pouch in here. Next I'll put my little lotion. If you guys know me, I always have to have my sriracha, so I'm going to put my hot sauce in there. Oh, and the phone I'll just slip in the front pocket. Next I'll put my sunglasses in the hard case in there. And then I'll put a spare charger along with the charging cord. And I also have my Apple AirPods, and there's still like so much room. I don't even know what else I could put in here. Alright, I think after rearranging it, I can even put like a small umbrella in here. So let's just see if this all closes. So it's a little bit tight and it's kind of bulky in this area, so I might have to like rearrange how the items are in the bag, but as you can see, all of those items fit. Now I normally wouldn't carry this much just because this bag is already pretty heavy on its own, so with this much stuff it's probably going to be way too heavy to carry out like on a daily basis, but if you need it to, it can pack everything you need in life. So that is the Chanel Jumbo. Alright, so here I've laid out everything that fit in the Chanel Jumbo, and then we're going to see what fits in the medium. Now I think it's kind of a drastic shift from the Jumbo to the medium, just because the medium is pretty much just a small handbag. So I will start with the things I definitely need first, so my wallet. And let me try out the full-size wallet in there just in case for you to see that it does fit, but it takes up most of the room, so I never use a full-size wallet in here. And then next I definitely need my keys. I'm going to go ahead and put my compact in there, my phone charger, my cell phone. Alright, and here I'll put my AirPods. I wouldn't bring this entire makeup bag if I did just have my medium, so instead I'll just bring my lipstick that I had in there. And then I can fit a couple more items, so I guess my hand lotion, I need the cable for my charger. And then I guess out of the items that are left, I could probably only just fit my sriracha. And I'm probably like the only person in the world who's extra enough to carry a little sriracha, so maybe this could be like eye drops or like a perfume or something if you want to use this for size reference. And I wonder if my sunglasses will fit on the top without a case. Let me just try that. So I just put the sunglasses on top like this, just trying to close it. No, that's kind of too tight for me, so I actually wouldn't do that. But without the sunglasses, everything fits perfectly. Now, like I said, it's still bulging out a little bit here, so maybe I wouldn't stuff it this much, but it does fit all of that stuff in there. So the only items I was unable to fit are my umbrella, my sunglasses in their case, and then also my camera lens. But I feel like if I just did a little bit of adjusting, like if I took, you know, maybe these two items out, and maybe this, I could like lay my sunglasses on top of here without a case. It just really depends on what you think you need. Alright, so these are all the items that were able to fit in my medium. Now we're going to see what will fit into the small classic flap. Alright, starting with the first thing again is my compact wallet. And once again, I will show you the full-size wallet and what it looks like in here. So even a tighter fit than the medium. Alright, so my compact wallet, my keys, my lotion, my AirPods, my compact, my lipstick, and I think I could put my sriracha in here. Let's see, and then I of course have to have my phone. Let's see if it'll fit in the front pocket. Alright, so that did fit, but it was a really, really tight squeeze. I'm just showing you guys like the maximum capacity of all these things, but like I said, I normally wouldn't stuff these bags this full, but you can definitely still pack a lot into this small. And the only thing I had to leave out were my charger and charging cable. I also wanted to mention that if you did want to maybe swap out the compact wallet for like a card case, you can save so much space. So as you can see, the card case takes up way less space and all the items just fit in here like more comfortably. And I could maybe even put like a few more like smaller things in the top, like maybe another lipstick or two. So you kind of have to just play around with what works for you and what you want to like get rid of and to keep when you are downsizing. Alright, so these were all the items that were able to fit in my small, and now let's just put them in the mini. Alright, like before, we'll start off with my compact wallet, and now this time a full-size wallet does not even fit inside. So next I'll put my keys, my lotion, my lipstick, my AirPods, my compact, and my sriracha. So all of those items fit really, really perfectly, and now there's no pockets, so I couldn't fit my phone in there, but let's see. Maybe if I just try to squeeze it into the front. Alright, so I tried to squeeze it in with my like bigger wallet still in there, but I actually wasn't able to put my phone in there. But then I decided to switch out my like compact wallet for this card case, and then I was able to fit my phone in the front. So now it looks like that, and it's able to close. As you can see, there is a difference between the mini and the small, but it's not like super different. I mean, literally the only thing I had to do was make my wallet a little bit smaller, and everything that I carried in the small was able to fit in the mini. So these two are just very similar in size, I think, but the price difference and the versatility and the use and the function of both of them I think are very different. So that's why I definitely just really love this mini size. Alright, now we're going to do some mod shots, and I'm also going to talk about drop length and the different ways that you can wear each bag. Now, I am 5'3" for reference, or 160 centimeters. Alright, starting off with the Chanel Mini, I do have my tape measure here so that we can measure it together. So when I talk about strap length, I'm just going to be measuring from the top of the strap to the bottom of it. So the strap length on the Chanel Rectangular Mini is 22.5 inches, and it just looks like this on me on my shoulder. It's kind of a little bit long. I mean, it hits me a little bit below my waist, so I actually don't really like to wear it this way. However, if I do crossbody it, I think it's the perfect length for a crossbody bag, and I just love the way that it looks, especially with this dress. Now, the cool thing about the mini is that if the strap length is a little bit too large for you, like it is on me, the one thing that I do like to do is actually pull in the straps like this, and then put a ribbon right here. Sorry, I couldn't find a ribbon quickly, so I just put a hair tie, but basically I just tie it up like that. But now when I close the bag and go to put it on my shoulder, it is the perfect length for a shoulder bag. So that is definitely one way that you can shorten the strap if you are looking to make it a little bit shorter and suitable for your body. One more thing I wanted to show you is how you can actually turn the mini flap into a double shoulder bag similar to the classic flaps. Now you open the bag up and you just take one side of the chain and you pull it through just like this, and then you want to cross it over the flap of the bag so that you have like a double chain like this. You just straighten it out, and then you do have like a double chained look, really similar to the classic flaps. So I think that this is very cute if you want something a little bit more closer to your body and a little higher up, or if you do want to transform your mini into a similar look and feel like a classic bag. Alright, next moving on to the small classic flap. On the single chain, the strap length is about 16.5 inches. And then if you double it up, it's about, I'd say about 9 inches. So this is what it looks like on me on the one shoulder. I really love this drop length. It's similar to the mini once I had tied the inside, and it's just, it's the perfect length for me, I think. Now, I think it's a little bit short for crossbody, and I am on the petite side, so I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I still like to wear it this way if I do need to be hands-free. And sometimes I do like this look with like shorts, or anytime I'm dressing it down a little bit more casually. But it is a little bit on the shorter side. And then when I double strap it, it looks like this. And it's kind of short, and I know a lot of people don't actually like to wear it this way, but I still think it's really cute, and I think it's really classic as well. And then of course you can also like wear it on the crook of your arm, which is very cool. Similarly, one thing that I also did want to mention about changing the strap length on the classic flap or even the mini as well is that you can turn these bags into like kind of a top handle situation. So just like the mini, if you pull in the two straps like this, and you kind of leave a little bit of room on the top and then tie the ribbon right here, you kind of have like a little top handle for your bag. So I think this is great if you are into top handle bags and you like just like, I don't know, hand carrying your bag. It just gives your Chanel bag like a different look. Alright, next moving on to the medium flap. The drop length on this is about 16.5 inches, and then maybe it's about 9.25 inches doubled up. So this is what it looks like on me on the shoulder. Very similar to the small. And then similarly, crossbody, it is a little bit shorter as well. But like I said, I do this from time to time and when I'm dressing a little bit more casually as well. And then doubled up, just looks like this. And you can also wear it on the crook of your arm. Alright, lastly we have the jumbo. The jumbo is a little bit special because the strap length is so much longer than the rest. So on the single chain, it's actually about 24.25 inches, and then doubled up it's about 13.5 inches. So on the single strap it just looks like this. Way too long. I mean, I can barely even get it in frame on my camera. I never ever carry it like this. It's just so awkward on me. But I imagine if you're a little bit taller it wouldn't look so bad. And then crossbody, it just looks like this. I think this still looks awkward on me. I mean, it kind of like gives me like a messenger bag kind of feel, which would be okay if I'm like wearing a more casual outfit, but I don't know, I just really don't like this look for some reason. And then the way that I carry it the most is obviously on the double strap. I think this is so comfortable, and I love the way that this looks as well. I also like pushing it back, like all the way back, and just carrying it like this when I'm like going shopping. And then I did want to compare all 4 of them on me, so give me 1 second. Alright, bear with me. I know this looks kind of silly, but obviously you can see the jumbo comes in with the longest drop length, and then after that the mini comes in second. And then the small and the medium are about the same, although it does look like the medium is a little bit longer. This is the small here, this is the medium here. So that is what they all look like. I look like a crazy person. Like, what if I just went out like this? So crazy. Alright, now that you guys kind of see what exactly fits in each bag, I wanted to briefly talk about what I like about each bag and what I use each bag for, so that if you are maybe trying to choose between these 4 sizes, it might be helpful to hear what these bags are like in action and what purposes they can serve. So let's start with the Chanel Mini. My Chanel Mini is actually in lambskin. It is the only one out of these 4 bags that are in lambskin. I personally just love the Chanel Mini size. It took me a while to find the exact one that I like, but this one has definitely worked out for me. As you can see from the previous clip, this bag definitely holds all of my essentials, especially if I'm just going shopping, and definitely if I'm going somewhere for an evening out. I just love the versatility of this bag. I think not only is it a great size, but because you can wear it in multiple ways, it's just so easy to use and so functional. You can definitely use it as like a shoulder bag, a crossbody bag, an evening bag, or even like a clutch style if you wanted. So I definitely think that this bag is very versatile and you can use it on many occasions. Now, the small classic flap is probably the newest to my collection. I just added it I think maybe a month ago, and honestly I think I just added it because I was really curious about this size. It has been very popular lately, and I think just with this collection, I've actually heard that a lot of collections don't even sell the small size in the US, so it is very rare and kind of uncommon. And to be honest, I kind of don't feel like this bag is that special, just because if I want something to use like in the evening or for a special occasion that I need to carry a little bit more than I would in my mini, I would honestly just go for my medium size. The drop length and the way that it fits on me is also really similar to the medium, and so I would say like the functionality is also the same as well. It also fits like about the same as the mini, but you can't wear a crossbody, so I just think it's like a awkward in-between size of the mini and the medium. And honestly, I just prefer the medium over this. However, I do see a couple of pros to it if you are still interested in the classic small flap. One being it is $600 less than the classic medium flap. So if you do want a classic bag and you definitely don't want the mini, like you want something with the double flap, you want something that is truly from the classic collection, then the small is cheaper than the medium, and they can hold like about the same. Another thing is that if you are a little bit on the petite side, I think that this fits my frame really well. I mean, the medium fits me really well, but I just think that if you're a little bit more petite, this definitely can be like more proportionate to your body. Now that is totally just personal preference, so I don't see that being like a huge pro or anything in my opinion, but it definitely could be something to consider if you are a little bit sensitive to that. Now moving on to the classic medium flap, or actually I was just on the Chanel website and they just call this the classic flap. This is definitely my favorite out of all the bags. I just love this thing so much. I actually had a hard time coming around to it because I was always used to like more bigger bags, but I've come to just fall in love with this bag, like head over heels fall in love with it, because I think it's just the perfect size. So it definitely can't hold like your entire life or everything that you may possibly need, but it definitely holds all of my essentials and more. I can use it as a day bag, I can use it as a night bag, and because I have mine in the caviar leather, I really don't have to worry about it at all. I feel like such, I don't know, like a classy lady when I'm holding this bag, and I think that you can definitely like dress it casual, you can be super fancy with it. Overall, I just think it's very versatile. Even though I said that you kind of can't use the small and medium crossbody, I still do it anyway, and I think it's really great for if you need to be hands-free. And sometimes I actually just like that look where like the bag comes up a little bit higher, kind of like a belt bag style kind of thing. But yeah, this one's just my baby and I love it so much. Now that being said, I also do really love the jumbo size. I think if I had to rank the sizes in my opinion, it would be the medium, then the jumbo, then the mini, then the small. This bag is so amazing. I mean, you saw it in the What's My Bag, but you can literally fit every single thing that you want in here. I mean, I've even tried putting a pair of heels in here once and it worked somehow, so it's very, very functional. The only thing that I do have to say about it is that even though it can hold a lot, I never ever stuff it that much because it is super heavy. I know I mentioned that before, but it truly is. I mean, I'm just saying that right now because it's kind of like hurting my arms just holding it up like this. I know. I do just really, really love the size of this. I think that it is a great day bag. I wouldn't necessarily carry it in the evening just because I think it is a little bit too large, especially for my body frame. So although I would go to like dinners with this, I don't think I would go to like a show or the club with it just because I think it would just like bump into too many things. But if you are just transitioning from like going to work and then going out to dinner or having cocktails or something, it's just the most perfect bag. Similarly to, I mean, all of these bags really, you can dress it casually, you can dress it up. I actually have a whole entire video about how I like to style the jumbo just because I don't think that there are many videos on it, especially for people who are more like petite like me. So I will link that down below for you if you are interested. But yeah, I just love this bag so much, and it literally is my go-to every single day if I do need to carry a little bit more. Alright, that was all for my comparison. I just wanted to quickly leave you with one more thing. Obviously, I already said that the medium is definitely my favorite. I just love the size so much. It's very lightweight, it's easy to use, it can hold all of my daily essentials and more, and I also think that it's a great transition from day to evening bag. However, I did also want to talk about the mini because I think that this is also a great contender, and the reason being is that it is significantly cheaper than the traditional classic flaps. As you can see, the look of these flaps is very, very similar, and if you are looking for something that is like a Chanel classic shape and design but don't want to spend over $5,000 for it, this is a really, really great price because it is coming in at $3,500, which is $1,500 cheaper than the smallest classic flap. Plus, because of the chain length, it is a lot more versatile than the small and the medium flaps. And I also did want to mention that if you are looking to buy your first Chanel, and maybe that's why you came to this video, I do have a video all about how to choose your first Chanel, and I will link that down below for you as well, along with some other useful Chanel related videos. And I know I was only talking about the classic flaps in this video, so if you are also interested in the Chanel boy, I have a video on my channel as well comparing the two most popular Chanel boy sizes, which is the small and the medium, so I'll link that down below for you as well. Alright, I hope that you enjoyed my video and I hope that you found it useful. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also let me know down in the comment section below which one is your personal favorite, or if you don't have a Chanel bag, which one of these four are you most likely to go for. And as always, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. I do upload videos every single week, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!